ng Marcos government at syempre ni Liza at ang kanyang ex-partner. Thank you at napaunlakan mo ko at finally nag-meet na tayo. Grabe. You know what? Talagang concerns yung case of sa nangyari sa'yo. And now we're here. We're together. So, kumusta ka naman dito sa Belgium?
Oh, it's been a very long journey, challenging journey for me. Being here in Belgium is a miracle. For me, this is my second life and my children's life. We are protected here in Belgium. We are quite okay, very well, and we are integrating. My children have integrated as well to the school. Kailangan ko magsalita ng Tagalog.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So, kasi dito sa Belgium, lahat ng mga tao, majority, lalo na sa Flemish area, the Dutch speaking, they all speak English and we communicate in English. But nag-aaral din ako ng Dutch. Mga anak ko, they speak very good in Dutch na, which I'm very happy. It distracts them through their education.
So, Sheena, today, gusto ko ikaw yung magkwento sa ating mga kababayan kung ano yung nangyari sa'yo. Dahil may mga pinakita ako mga videos kung paano kayo gipitin ng gobyerno ng Pilipinas doon sa Turkey through that fabricated documents or crime. Tama ba? So, pwede mo ikwento sa ating mga kababayan, paano ba talaga nagsimula itong ginawa sa'yo ni Francis Chua, ang iyong former partner, at involved ang gobyerno, lalo na si Liza Marcos at ang Marcos administration?
Alam nyo, pardon me pag moments na medyo kasi of course gusto natin mag-move on, mag-move forward, mag-build ng new life again, pero minsan you're confronted of naalala mo uli yung pangyayari. I think sa panahon ngayon, I'm emotionally ready na, psychologically ready na din. Patuloy pa din ang ating laban, no? So, paano ba nagsimula ang lahat ng ito?
Yeah.
Yung ex-partner ko na si Francis Lloyd T. Chua, we've been together since 2009. Like any other relationship, may mga problema din sa relasyon. That's very private. Normally, we are very private persons, lagi ako logical and rational when it comes to, lalo na because I'm a mother of 4 children. Pero hindi kami kasal ni Francis legally, okay? But we work together in one company. I work for him sa construction. I help him because I'm an auditor and syempre,
sa company.
Sa company, yes. Yeah, okay. So, anyway, ako personally, kaya ko naman i-set aside yung private issues namin ni Francis. Magampanan ko lang yung aking role as a mother, bilang ina sa aking mga anak. Syempre, as you can see, malaking kumpanya kay Francis. Malaki din at malawak din ang kanyang impluwensya sa sistema natin sa Pilipinas. Ayokong galawin yan. Quiet lang talaga ako because I don't want to endanger my life at yung mga anak ko. Pero winawarn ko na yan si Francis dati-rati pa na i-stop na namin itong gantong business. No?
When you say sa-stop na namin yung gantong business, ano bang business yun? Bakit kailangan i-stop if this is a legitimate business?
Well, sistema, may mga bribery talaga. Okay. kahit para sa akin, kahit sino man nga ang maupo, kahit matino nga ang maupo, galing from the driver and security guard, talagang talamak yung ating bribery.
Yeah.
Ganun ang sistema sa atin. I always say that sistema. And tsaka, it's tayo ordinary citizen, no? Bilang Pilipino, honestly, wala tayong magawa. Okay? No, kundi patuloy ang ating faith. Sana naman, no, na magkaroon tayo ng napaka strong
economy.
Economy at leader. Sa totoo lang, if I have to be honest, at saka alam din ni Francis yan dati, during Duterte time, marami talagang takot, lalo na yung gumagawa ng mali. Yes.
So, hindi ko bang sabihin, so yung business ni Francis na part ka before, involved sa bribery, pag-bribe sa mga government officials and contractors, something like that?
Yes. Well, as I'm working to his company, nakikita namin ang sistema. Wala kaming choice, or si Francis, kundi gampanan ang sistema. Otherwise, hindi kami maka-receive ng projects, no? Or hindi siya makipag-deal. Ganun ang laro sa sistema. You really have to pay, or meron talagang mga certain commissions from any level of in the politics, in fact. Yes. So, for me, as ordinary citizen, natatakot ako. Okay? Natatakot ako kasi, ano ba ang laban ko? Hindi kaya ako tulad sa kanila. Bisaya ko, no? I try to speak Tagalog.
Yeah, I can speak Bisaya.
Oo. Kanang, adlok kaayo jud ko sa tanan. Gingnan na ako siya. Pero siya na ako, we will stop na daw 2017.
Yung illegal business.
Sa construction. Heavily dealing with the government projects. So, okay. But I told him, no, katong nagbulag na mi, I remember 2016, I went to psychologist kay kanam. Ikulata man ko anak niya, 2016. That was sinulog in January. Kanang, kuha na si Francis, grabe ka siloso na siya. Kanang, bisag unsa na lang, like ako magani na siyang gider ako pa nimo mag-hire jud kag somebody na mag-follow jud na ako bisag asa kay ang answer pikat lang jud, no, kaya wala jud kayo makuha sa ako. So anyway, so nahitabo ng 2016 ang gigipit ni Francis sa ako, and my children was only 2, 3, 4 and 6 years old at that time. And then may pakayo akong anak ato 2 years old pa jud. So I have to prioritize my children. Pero i-try na ko work out ang among relasyon for 1 year, right? Kani private na niya. Yeah, 1 year, 2016. But after 1 year of therapy, na-realize na ako nga dili ko responsible to change him. And na-realize na ako na ang true love jud ay nako akong mga anak. And sa kang Francis, di jud na ako siya ma-change. Wala niya gitupad ang iyang promise nga 2017 i-stop na namo ang business. Oo. So kanang kay hadlok pa ako kay dagan na ba kang balita,
Yeah.
We are not legally married normally, di ko mahadlok, no, but still kay naga-work ko sa iyang company, no. And then I told him nga mag-work namin 2017 because okay, this is very private already. Kanang it's not right, it's not fair nga kanang dili na nako siya love.
Okay.
And then mag-continue gyapon na ang relationship, but we know your love will come back. Nahadlok na sad ko. Nahadlok na sad ko kasi makulatahan na sad ko. Magsige ko over views. So magsige ko pray, mag-hope nga may tag makakita na siya laing babae. Oy nga ma-in-love siya sa laing babae. And in fact, niabot pa gani ang point nga nitabang na gani ko o pangita og candidate for him. Oo, para maka-move on gani siya. Pero okay, we are adults. This is our decision. Being as a parent is another dimension of our role in our life as a parent and as a partner, intimate partner, no? And even as a business person, you are also different. You play a certain role. Yes. Yeah, as a businesswoman, as a mother, as an intimate partner, and even as a child. Okay. But why? Ngano yung nahitabo man in 2022. At the beginning, wala siya ko kagets. Nganong iya ko ning gibuhat tanan. And di siya ko kagets, just for the sake of the kids, nga iya ning buhaton, I'm not convinced to that. One, dili gyud siya close sa akong mga anak or sa among anak. Kaya wala man siya time sa mga bata. No? Busy man kaayo siya sa business. Which makasabot ko sa iya ha. Pero may lang na-delegate sa yaya. Me at the same time, ka-work ko sa iyang company, kabilsad po ko og laing company, no? On the side para if mohunong na ang construction company, we continue on a private business nga wala na gani involved in the government.
Yeah.
Yes. Kaya mas para na peace of mind. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not hypocrite. I am aware, and then I mean, this exists. This kind of system exists in this world. Pero kay tungod kay ordinary citizen man ta, we silent ourselves. Yes. Karon, kung gigipit na ko nila in 2022, it was for me it was destined nga mabaw-an na ko ang truth na ilang ibalak buhaton nako.
Noong 2022.
Oo. We were already in Istanbul. Okay. How we got to Istanbul. Well, at the beginning, towards the end of 2019, early 2020, before COVID, Francis has been telling me, well, I know already nga na siya death threats because he has to hire bodyguards and has to have to ride on the bulletproof cars. Yes. Okay. Yung sila, anak pa sila nga ng, normal man na sa businessman. I was like, naamang gani uban nga senator diha nga in fact sila pa ang I think endanger ang life, no? Wala man gani na siya bodyguard o di man gani siya mag-ride o bulletproof car. Believe ka ayo ko. Yeah. And then suddenly mo siya, Shina, we need to have another passport.
Sabi niya.
Oo. Magkuha daw may and passport, by the golden visa. I spoke already with di lang na ko i-mention ang company in this live kung kinsa nga company nga among gika-istorya to help us for the golden visa. So we but in my book I will mention it. So we explore Australia, explore Canada, but it takes 5 years before we will get our passport, so that's not an option. We also explore Portugal, the same, it's 5 years. We explore Spain, it's 2 years. Kasi Philippines, there's an agreement between ang countries that are being colonized by Spanish. Like after a year, you can already apply for citizenship.
Sis, my question is, bakit kukuha kayo ng ibang citizenship? For what reason?
To escape.
Escape?
Yeah.
Kasama siya?
Yes.
The best from the
Death
Philippines. Death threats.
Yeah.
So kasi marami siyang death threats.
Yes, marami death threats yun. Even ako makareceive mga ganito minsan. Pero but towards the end of 2019, saka pa na siya, nagtugaan na ako nga and then naka-wars. So, and we explored Cyprus.
Yeah.
Cyprus normally would be the perfect choice because 6 months lang, you become a citizen, you have your passport already.
Okay.
It's a huge amount of money. It's 1.5 million euros for an investment, a family package. Ang problema, kay dili siya appeal. because we are not married. Only me and my 4
Mga bata
kids.
lang, yeah.
So ginapush na sa niya, Shina, anong di na lang man ta mag-menu for the sake of the kids?
Okay.
And I said to him, no. For me, kanang wala ko nag-menu because I wanted to marry to the man that I love, I truly love. Because this is also a reflection I'd like to show to my kids, no? I told a man, as my husband or my children would respect that too. You know? But not necessarily it's Francis.
Okay.
Yeah. So it will be very painful or hurtful for you, Francis, that I came now to public, and then when I came out to the media now. I'm so sorry. I wish we could have had this civil conversation before, but I tried. I did warn you in 2022 kung iipit ko ninyo maayo in Istanbul. And I really thought there in Istanbul mamatay na ko. Okay, but okay. Anyhow, so ingon siya na ko, di akong threatened because my firstborn child is not his child. Yes. Okay, but siya ka na ko, nanong dili ni mo tawagan ang papa sa imuhang first child? And ko, what? I was like, why? Because, talang tao, including ng mga nag-death threat sa iya, thought that is his firstborn child. So, ako naman, how cruel could, my God, my son, okay, my son, no? And in the Chinese family, the firstborn child is very crucial. Yeah. They will have it killed or threatened to kill because in the Chinese community, the first child is important. Yes, the firstborn child, especially the son. Yeah.
So bakit gusto niyang i-kontakin yung father niya?
It was just out kanang kuan, i-threaten ko niya, para i-prove sa ako ba nga, si ko worried for his 3 children because the people thought that my firstborn child is his. In fact, it's not. It's no longer a secret also to my children. I told them about this too. But okay, nanong sa Istanbul, nanong naitabo na, nanong naatumi sa Istanbul. Naningkamot ko, makakonect ko o projects in my field, no? O contract with a doctor, no? It's Swiss doctor, no? Hoping I could get a residency because I do not have 1.5 million to invest for us to the possibility. And he is delaying it in a way, okay? Gusto siya nga mag-minyo me para one package lang me. Okay? But okay, fast forward, finally, naabot me sa Istanbul. It was not yet the plan for me to escape, no? I'm not ready, really. Did you go ready?
Pumunta ka sa Istanbul for what?
Normally, I have a meeting there. Yes, a business meeting. But because due to COVID, but we have to stay there. The online, the classes back then were still online. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not in a campus. So for me, it's practical that I would enroll them in a Turkish private school. And I told him also, and I think this is a nice baby step, for us to get a legal residency, to keep safe my children. Okay, you don't want to invest anymore for the golden visa because we have also a crisis financially at that time already. COVID pa yan, no? There's no enough money. Okay, so I'm being creative. Okay, then makipag-contract ko as advisory board advisory here abroad in Dubai. Yeah, karon at that time in Dubai normally, no, pero kay naipit naman ko sa Turkey, I could not do that anymore.
Okay, translate ko na lang palangga. Sorry kasi dahil nga I'm not feeling well during that time, hindi ko na suggest kay Sheena na magtagalog siya. Review po yan, pero sige, try kong i-translate yung mga ibang in Bisaya.
So, fast forward, we got our residency. At the beginning, I was scammed, yes. I-issuean ko og fake residency, but we were not able to use it because I found out quick, yes. So then I do it all the process from zero. I even include my son. Please write down first step. What's the first step? What are the requirements for applying for a residency? It's not easy. It's not easy. We got our residency after 6 months na. Yes.
Okay.
Pero nag-apply ni. Okay.
Why gusto mong kumuha ng residency sa Turkey kasi ayaw mo nang bumalik sa Pilipinas, tama?
Yes. I-threaten naman ko niya.
Okay. So, gusto ko lang to explain. So, nag-apply siya ng residency sa Turkey. Then, yung unang attempt, may lumoko sa kanya, which is naikwento ko na dahil kaya siya umalis sa bansa dahil nga dun sa mga death threats sa kanyang pamilya, yung kanyang mga anak. Dahil nga si Francis Lloyd Tichua, according to Sheena, ang kanyang negosyo na involved sa government transactions ay mayroong mga bribery, meaning illegal. Okay, yun yung content kanina na kinukwento niya na nangako si yung kanyang ex-partner na hanggang 2017 na lang na hindi nung illegal business. Kung matatandaan nyo kanina, then hindi pa rin ginawa ni Francis ang pagbagong buhay. Parang ganon. So dahil siya ay worried, ito kwento to na rin sa akin ni Sheena, no? Dahil worried siya sa kanyang mga anak na lumalaki at di bodyguard, naka-bulletproof, wala silang peace of mind sa Pilipinas kasi para silang mga kriminal na hinahunting ng mga kalaban ni kanyang ex-partner dahil sa mga illegal activities. Later on, dun sa mga susunod na sasabihin niya, syempre babanggitin niya yung gobyerno ni Marcos Jr. But ganun pa man, I'm sorry kung Bisaya, English, kasi nahirapan talaga siya magtagal. Google na mag-subtitle na lang kayo. Pero naintindihan nyo naman kasi mix eh. So para tuloy-tuloy yung video. Okay, pero huwag kayong mag-alala. Magla-live interview kami at I will try my best na mag-Tagalog siya para mas naintindihan natin. Okay? Go na tayo. Tinraten ka niya.
Did you know that I could deport you?
Sabi niya.
Yeah, that was November 2021 when he visited us. No? Because
Dahil ayaw mo na siya makasama, tama?
yes, that's one. But number one is our safety.
Your safety.
Yeah.
Dahil maraming death threats.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
From
the main.
the people na
Yeah.
ka-business dealing niya or
Yeah,
illegal
yes.
business dealing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was not really transparent to me of all these things. What I know is the construction, yes, and the logistics, etc. But anyway, later on in my book, I will mention it thoroughly later. But in threatened me that he could deport me, I was like, wow. I said to him like, wow. Tell me that you managed to deal with some local people
Istanbul.
here in Istanbul, because how come I know him very good. He always say that when money talk, everybody listen.
Yeah.
And
So, okay.
so now here comes February
Of 2022.
2022.
Okay.
February 2022, I discovered that he's been following us because we celebrated Chinese New Year in Dubai with my kids, all four of them. Yeah.
Okay.
And at that time also, when we celebrated Chinese New Year, we didn't have the physical resident card already, but we have our visas, because if you have an American visa, you can easily get an online visa of Turkey. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we get back from Dubai, and we saw, I could mention now the iPad. As parents, Francis and I, if we have old iPads or old gadgets, we give them to our kids. But on his side, he forgot to sign out his Apple ID. All the while, since COVID time, online classes nila, my son has been using that iPad for the classes. I can imagine, I don't know why the nannies have not seen that content of the iPad. Me too, I don't know because they've been playing of the iPad.
2022.
Yeah. Feb 2022, that's how I discovered their plans.
Their plans.
Yeah.
Sino yung their?
Si Francis involving other, how do I say, because they are not really politicians, but they are, that has great influence in our system. At that time, it was during campaign.
Campaign
Yeah,
period.
campaign period.
2022 national election. Okay.
And then, when I discovered that, I warned Francis, like,
When you say you discovered what? Discovered messages?
yes, messages,
Kasi ng mga mensahe. Kasi pinakita ko yung message ni Liza Marcos. May nag-forward sa akin nun eh. And also, text messages. Video text messages. So, you're confirming now na yung mga ipinakita kong video and messages na si Liza Marcos ay part ng evil plan ni Francis Lloyd Tichua against you.
yeah.
At yung mga fabricated cases sa Pilipinas.
Yes. The thing is, it was so sad for me to discover the video because she's also a mother. She's also a woman. I don't know what okay, I can imagine Francis has a great influence over her because they have projects together. They have some dealings together. But the thing is, I'm a mother too, and I'm a woman. This is,
Okay, i-hold lang natin yung video, yung sabi niya. Kung natatandaan ninyo, yung video ni Liza Tanas noong 2023 na sinasabi niyang hindi daw siya nakikialam sa mga pagpoposisyon sa mga generals o sa AFP. Naalala niyo yon? At ito yung pinarinig ko sa inyong audio lang ito para lang ma-recall nyo yung message ni Bianca Zobel, yung kanyang social secretary. Ito yun eh. Pakinggan nyo muna to.
Liz, hi. Sorry to bother you, but I just got a call from Thor, and they're a bit concerned because they've gotten an order now that the chief of ISAP is supposed to be changed, and there are people that are out to do some extraction.
Okay. There are people, sabi niya, already out to do some extraction, meaning kidnapping. Kasi pinahold muna, tignan mo, in the first place, itong si Zobel, yung kanyang social secretary, tsaka si Liza Tanas, kung titignan nyo, anong kinalaman niya dito? Anong authority niya to do the extraction? Tuloy nyo.
If it's possible to just keep the ISAP as is daw para hindi magulo yung extraction kasi 2 weeks pa yata or something like that.
Okay. Kaya sinasabi yan, mga kababayan, kasama yan sa exhibit ko sa mga kaso ni Liza Tanas. Pinresent ko to lahat, itong kaso ni Sheena. Kasi yung isang general doon, nayag sa illegal na pagdukot sa mga anak niya. Yan ang tema niya. Pero pakinggan pa natin.
Or please call Thor. I might be saying the wrong things, but Thor needs some needs help from you. Thank you. Liz, hi. Sorry to...
Okay, tuloy natin.
the system has to, analyze this,
Yeah.
not just from one side. The thing is, she has a great influence that people working in the government would believe her. Yeah, and this has been used against me. So that means my voice won't be valid anymore because there is a powerful person who's been saying this, sorry,
Okay lang.
yeah, I could, yeah.
Even before ba, si Francis at saka si Lisa Marcos magkakilala na may business dealing, even before mangyari sa'yo to?
Projects, yes.
Mga projects.
Yeah.
So alam mo,
Favor.
mo na even prior to 2022, magkakilala na si Lisa at saka si Francis.
Yeah. Oo.
Okay.
Mga contractors, kabalo ang mga contractors, they know this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, ano yung, just for the sake of our audience, although sinabi ko na to sa kanila, ano yung mga text messages na involved si Lisa Marcos at iba pa, kung maalala mo, o ma-share mo?
The text messages, it's so, although it's no longer, I have shared this with confidence to the protection department here in Belgium. It's my only life insurance, it's my only leverage to survive. But what I can tell is katong video, okay?
Okay.
The video was, I have to confirm that the video is true. Indeed, it's from the iPad of Francis. Sa yung Apple ID account. Wearing mga patag.
Okay. Mga palangga, yung message ni Liza sa asawa ni Teddy Boy Locsin Jr. na si Marie Louise Barcelon. Actually, andito yan sa ating Facebook, sa ating TikTok, pero i-share ko na lang ulit sa Boljaka na sa TikTok. Marami naman sa iyo nakarinig. Kasi yung na-prepare ko lang dito sa ating StreamYard. Tignan ko lang kung merong extraction ha. Please, okay. Ang na-prepare ko lang kasi audio. Pero itong kasi yung unang nag-send sa akin na na informante, that I don't know that person, i-audio lang yung nakuha niya. Pero ngayon, may video yun na ipakita ko na millions of viewers na yun. So ito yung sinasabi niyang video, ito yung pakikipag-usap ni Liza Tanas sa asawa ni dating DFA Secretary Teddy Boy Locsin Jr. Here we go. Hi, Louie. How are you? I'm here in Bacolod. Campaigning for my happy look with Marie Chris and a bunch of gay people. But anyway, the reason why I called you is I have a favor to ask you. We gave all the documents not to Mila, but syempre iba kung tumawag ka. A good friend of ours, Francis Chua, basically has a problem in Istanbul, in Turkey, so he went to court. The judge issued an order in his favor. So now, yung mga yung mga sinasabi yung documents o yung kaso nito, fabricated lahat ni Liza Tanas at saka ng ex-partner niya. Just having everything authenticated so that it can be served in the embassy in Istanbul. It can be served yung pag-kidnap sa kanila. Actually, 3 bata dapat yun eh. Pero interview pa natin live, ayaw lang sumama ng isang bata. Okay, tuloy muna natin. Right, so Mila has all the documents. I won't bore you with the details, but if you could call Mila and just give a little push. Everything's above board, don't worry. I'm very good at that. But yeah, that's it. So I hope to see you soon. Hi. Okay, di ba? So nakita niya yon. So sino po ang fake news dito? Ito may confirmation na ngayon. Lumabas na si Distressed Mother. I think dati ayaw pa niya lumabas dahil natatakot siya sa buhay niya dahil may nanghahunting din sa kanya. Ngayon, yun nga, February 14 po itong interview na to. So hindi po, preview po ito. Tuloy na natin. Video papunta sa wife ni Teddy Boy Locsin.
Yeah, I have to,
Hi, Louie.
kailangan ako mag-research. I research, isa ni si Louie because I don't know her. I personally don't know her too. And I can imagine Francis, dili sa na close ni Francis sila. No. But only si Liza close man ni Francis. So, isugo niya si Liza to do all these things, to expedite these things, whatever. And then I
To extract you guys.
Yeah. And I did not know that she's a lawyer also, kapag research na ako siya, well, dili man ko into politics, dili ko, so, mag-research ko sa mga background ani nila, etc. So, research na ko siya, nada siya law firm, and indeed, ang law firm niya is involved in this trust. And sila po ang iyang law firm ay nagsigig contact sa DFA. Yeah? Sa
Lisa
Foreign
Marcos.
Affairs. So, iyang law firm. Kato.
Most M and Associates. I think.
M and Associates.
Yeah,
M and Associates. Yeah. When I look it up, ko, si Lisa, iya din ng law firm, pero ang iyang mga tao, syempre mga siya mga staff, no? Mag-send og messages ani. So, ako muna, I thought si M and Associates, mo na law firm ni Francis, si Libarius, but okay. I-contact niya si Teddy Boy at si Louie, subuon
Yung wife.
Oo, pero wala siya ni-contact directly kay Teddy Boy kasi Louie nasa influence sa
Yung asawa.
oo, sa yung asawa, but okay, which is normal pero job man ang tanan, no? Anyhow, so ako, when I discovered na namurog yun ko, kahadlok yun ko, heavily intimidated yun ko, wala ba ako connection sa government, at tabangan ko nila as an ordinary Philippine citizen. So, muna ni-reach out ko sa embassy. Issue sa pugko o kanang sa mioy nga please protect me, please nag-write ko og email. Nag-write ko email ni Teddy Boy Locsin. Nag-write ko og email, isisi na ko ang embassy consulate sa Istanbul. And wala man sila reply na ko, gipadawat na ako sa DHL to ensure nga madawat niya ang letter. So, na-receive man proof, attach na ako sa akong mga documents. Wala ko sila reaction, no? Wala ni reply sa Teddy Boy na ko because I mentioned the name of Lisa, ang content sa email. Kabain mo naman itong nakakita ko. You mentioned ako ang pangalan ni Lisa I'm hoping ang atong foreign affairs, akong agency will protect us. Akong ingon ba nga kanang tabangan ko nila na ay mga mga discrepancies and mga not normal activities or procedures, no? They're not following the normal procedures. They murag bypass nila ba ang system. Luckily ako, I'm not a lawyer, pero because of my case, nakatuon jud ko sa mga law na to. Syempre napo ko lawyer, no? And in fact, at the beginning, I'm not willing to hire a lawyer kay di ko ka-afford, I mean, I'm a mother, ni-stop na ba yung support po si Francis, no? Para sa mga bata. It's his first reaction, para magipit ko financially. Pero okay, finally, nag-introduce na ako ang lawyer. It was too late na gani na nakakuha ko og lawyer because I thought I could convince Francis, please Francis, let's stop this. Also may ato ang mawin ani ang mga bata mas stress lang, no? So kanang wala man gud siya mamati, patuloy paghihapon ihang kuan. So din makita pud nako ngadto nga ga-connect na sila og mga staff there is Istanbul working in the embassy, and pinaka-weird sa tanan is on a Sunday, which is not an official day, itawagan ko nila sa embassy sa Istanbul. Kay patuon ko nila sa office. I know that the Philippine embassy, even the car, it's a diplomat of the ambassador, or it is a Philippine jurisdiction.
Yeah.
even if you are in a foreign land.
In a
The
foreign
office is that's Philippine jurisdiction.
Yeah.
That's international
They
law.
can arrest you.
Yeah. And then at that time, I was so naive, but I'm still believing in good. Nga, syempre ako, we have to hide, we have to run. Kaya dili man siya mamati na ako. Kung iya lang kong gi-inform, Sheena, we are coming to Istanbul. If gi-warning nga siya na ako, please inform me if wari ka sa Istanbul. If he said yes, and he informed me, magpakita jud ko niya, like magstorya jud me. Pero him na telling me na coming na siya sa Istanbul, makita man ako sa iPad, sa
Yeah.
history, lahang mga issuances of visas nga gi-expedite man sad gani pudto, no? Na despite sa long queue sa atong COVID. Meaning ba, sa atong system ba, sa Pilipinas, kaya ra jud ibuhaton ning tanan. Okay, we are not naive, no, nga this exists anywhere in the world, but it's still something when you actually witness it and you experience it yourself, iba pa rin talaga ka imuhang ma-feel. Okay. For the moment, I figured out, I discovered as well nga na I check yung compound military attaché na hadlok na sad ko nga nung in the middle of the nowhere sa area sa Istanbul dito magpuyo ang military attaché nga wala may opisina nga kalayo kaayusan sa ang ilahang official ang embassy kinaaman sa Ankara, which is the capital of Turkey. Pero naa sila consulate office sa Istanbul. Recently. And then syempre makita nako ang mga pictures sa iyang gikuyog sa Istanbul, ilahang gi-contact. So ang ihang mga notes pod, napagani siya yung notes nga tunga kanaang they know already asa nag-school ang bata, they threaten to kill. Kinsa may dili malisang anak be, nga kanaang makabasa kang i-threaten na day to kill ang akong mga anak. Can you imagine that?
So itong military attaché from the Philippines, you think ito ay kinasab ni Liza Marcos at ni Francis. Kasi hindi naman niya magagawa yun kung walang pakipagsabuatan sa powerful, right?
Of course, kay dili man politiko si Francis. He's not working in the government. He's a private person, a businessman too. But he is not a politician. He's not working in the government. But of course, when money talk, everybody listen. Mo ba na yung motto?
Yeah. So fast forward tayo. Gusto ko tumutok dun sa extraction.
Yeah.
Yung ang term ko nga dyan is kinidnap.
Yeah.
Yung mga anak mo. So, pakikwento mo sa ating mga kababayan yung timeline ng extraction o pag-kidnap, pagdukot ng mga anak mo gamit yung mga fabricated crimes and documents na ginawa sa Pilipinas.
Yeah. So, after I sent a letter to Teddy Boy, I think Teddy Boy looks in discusses to Liza, no? Wala siya na-reply na po. That's why this military comes in. I can just imagine the instruction goes, fix this.
Yeah.
After ko magsanagin, kasi nalaman na nila na I know.
Yeah.
No, that I have the concrete evidence that they are involved. So, I can imagine the instruction, fix this, okay?
Yes.
I don't know how they will fix it, but for me, I believe ang parents niya, magsige-sige man ako, ginoo, because I have a very good faith, no, nga kanang, I hope nga ma-change, I'm a Catholic, pero kanang, not a strict Catholic, but I believe in faith.
Sure.
I believe in good. I remember June, that's my birth month.
June 2022.
2022.
Okay.
Dito sila Istanbul, in the name of good faith, in the name of peace, nga na, okay. For me, exhausted na should kaayo ko ato nga time. Na I've wasted also money not to pay lawyers, and ako mga anak, I have to survive kay unsa na lang among day-to-day, right? At the time, wala pa ni-kick off ang business abroad.
Yeah.
Mo naman to akong plano moving forward. Kaya wala na ba yung support si Francis, no? Sige lang, okay. Laban paghihapon, no? Karon niabot sila June mag-draft kunuhay mi og agreement ni Francis, yes?
Okay.
Yeah, and then I remember we even checked in his hospital, no, with the kids.
Agreement. What?
as parents, you know,
Okay.
more parental agreement ba, nga na nga, i-stop na ang mga kaso-kaso, etc.
Okay.
etc. Okay. But not knowing, they have already big plans.
Mm.
Now, what happened is that we agreed in a way, nag-draft na ko, I wrote it even, no, handwriting. Ang iyang lawyer, naghuwat ako no sa embassy. Nag-agree me the next day, that's 21 of June, I think that's June, Monday, yeah? Yeah. 21 of June or 20, that's Monday. Yeah, Monday. Nga, among meeting sa embassy would be, sa consulate is 1:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
When we woke up in the morning, luckily akong mga anak slept with me in one room, right? All of them, the three of them. Karon, when I woke up 9 a.m., I received a message from my caretaker sa balay. And saying the letter is about warrant of arrest.
Okay.
Na-shock jud ko kung anong na ako'y warrant of arrest. It was about the fabricated crime. All the while from April, May, I think they did that after.
Ko lang mga palangga. So, magaling talaga si Liza Tanas mag-fabricate ng crime para yung mga taong sasagabal sa kanilang illegal business, sa mga pagnanakaw nila ay makagagampot nila o magugurgur o matatakot nila. So the same thing with me. Nag-fabricate sila ng address, nag-fabricate sila ng crime, kaya mayroon pinagmamalaki ang NBI na 2 warrant of arrest. Kaya ang kapalaran ni Sheena at saka sa akin, pareho.
After election when they
After
won.
election.
And then maybe nag-antedate pa siguro na sila, no, para lang ma-complete ang story. Nag-fabricate sila nga, nag-hire ko og 4 people, no? It's a large scale illegal recruitment. Kaya nga no, according to their story, nag-hire ko with this 4 people, 2017. I promised them a job, but in fact, I do not have the license to hire them. Number 1, in fact, it's not business. Now, and that I took down 20,000 each of them. And these 4, kunwari, they filed a complaint in 2020. Yeah, April, 20,000 pesos. They filed a complaint in
So, kung pinalabas, nag-collect ka ng
money
20,000 pesos
each of them
sa 4 na
down payment.
Recruit
Yes,
mo.
kunwari.
But I don't know these people at all.
Not at all. So what I did, no, when I learned that, this is, of course, clearly it's fabricated. So abort the mission, abort the agreement. I really said there's no agreement. It's impossible na magkita mi sa embassy, mag-sign ko. So what they're planning is I would agree to go to embassy. If I did not know, if I did not receive that file paper sent by my caretaker before, then wala na.
I-arrest ka nila.
I-arrest na ko nila. Na-report ako sa Pilipinas. Yes, because Philippine Embassy or Consulate Office is a Philippine jurisdiction. No matter what, walay mabuhat ang country where you reside or you live. So anyhow, so wala na, giprangkahan ako immediately. Si Francis, yung parents po naman nga to, kuy ba niya yung parents, kaya mo may maggamit-gamit ako, ginoo.
Yeah.
Ginoo siya na, kaya okay, kitiguang na ba yan sila mo believe siya ko nila, no? Yeah, so, kanang, I can imagine they are also threatened maybe. Yeah, but, so, wala na nahitabo. Wala po niya to sa embassy. I immediately called my friends, please save my 3 children because my eldest son went shopping with the parents of Francis man. So, ang tulo ka bata naman ako. So, I called immediately my friends to keep safe my children. Kaya ako sila, and I held it in the lobby sa Sofitel kaya gusto ko in public kaya something might happen to me, you know, at least cameras. Yes. Yeah. So gibrangkahan ako sila and they were so stressed. Francis was so stressed because I learned, I figured it out. So for me it was a divine intervention. Yeah, it was a divine intervention. Even for me, discovering the iPad, it was a divine intervention as well. How would I know? How could I know? How could
Yeah.
we know, my kids, that the Apple ID was not signed out all the while? Okay, dito na start na local si Francis kay nganong every single detail kay ako man siyang sendan og message filler ba like this and that, but dili wala ko nito ka at the beginning first because
Yeah.
I want him to stop. But anyway, actually he nagduda na siya.
May alam
Because
ka,
yeah, because at the end of February he cut it. He changed the
Change the
password.
password.
So from then on, we could not see na the rest.
So, hindi na tuloy yung agreement. Then, nalaman mo na may warrant of arrest ka. So, kailan, anong date, yung inabduct na nila yung mga bata? Ano yung
Yeah.
strategy na ginawa nila
Yes.
para makuha yung mga bata?
First,
Dalawang bata.
syempre, may warrant of arrest ako, di ba?
Oo.
We had every summer other countries with my kids, mag-holidays, di ba? Bakasyon. So, July, we had a trip to Cyprus. Yeah.
July 2022.
July 2022, Northern Cyprus, that's the Turkish Republic of Turkey, the northern part of Cyprus.
Okay.
They stopped me. The police stopped me.
Okay.
Yeah, says so
Sa
why?
immigration?
Sa immigration.
Okay.
We're heading with,
Kasama mo yung mga bata?
yeah, together
Okay.
with my kids.
Okay.
Because they want me to sign a paper, and I said to them, I will never sign a paper that I never understood what I'm signing for.
Yeah.
So I transferred Interpol.
Okay.
I was in Interpol already.
So, pina-interpol ka nila?
Yeah, pina-Interpol nila ako. No? Yeah, it's tagged, no?
Tinag ka?
Yeah, and then so it's only information, not to know where my whereabouts. No,
Okay.
so I was like, oh my God, so they would know where I'm going. So they could even access where I stayed, any hotels. Yes, they had. Yeah, they managed to get into the system and see where my whereabouts. Yeah, through the Interpol, of course, they would know which country. So, ma-follow ko nila every time. And I know, when we went to the hotel in Northern Cyprus, I saw a guy as well there. I know. They've been following me. So, it was really threatening. And when I get back from the holidays, kami na mga bata, my children witness me, oy, nag-electric ko maayo because it's really humiliating, because they treat you as you are a criminal, But knowing the fact that they fabricated a crime to you, humiliated you with a crime that you never committed,
Yeah.
and the people, in fact, the police, are just doing their job. Philippine government that in fact it was the Philippine government that issued it, meaning to honor it,
It's
right?
a legitimate official document.
Yes.
But it was fabricated.
Yes, fabricated.
Because of the influence
Yes.
of Marcos in favor of Francis, right?
Yeah, it's only Francis who will get the benefits out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Why? Who else? Yes. So, tawag ito, so gahilak siya kumaayo ato, and while we were waiting, they forced me to give them our hotel address. Yeah, yung mahadlok man ko, I don't want to give them our destination because then I know that they managed to get into the system na. They could see where I go. No, nahadlok ko baka i-follow na sad mi ba. So I don't have a choice. But finally, when we get out from the luggage, we took our baggage na sa arrival area. Nagila ko while walking. I was chilling to sit for a while because it was really humiliating. It was really so. Ka ng heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Kung mga anak, they witness this, they see you this, and normally you as a parent, you don't want to show to your kids your vulnerability that you cried because this will affect them psychologically as well, diba?
Yeah.
So then we noticed people, men. I recorded that as well. Kapag gi-follow me sa airport sa Izmir, I remember.
Okay.
Na gi-record sa nanako ang mga ga-follow nako. From one point to another point, just to break the destination. So I have to book another hotel. So we did not went to the original hotel we had because I gave the address already. So I
Yeah.
booked a new one. So yes, with my 4 kids, bit na ko akong mga anak ato. My youngest son was only at the time 7, 8 years old. Can you imagine that? Niya ang 9 and 10 and then 12. So
So, itong mga bata, okay, anong date sila, di ba may pinlay akong video, actually that was video and audio, na umiiyak, nasa police station kayo.
Sa August.
Anong date to at anong nangyari doon para maintindihan ng ating mga kababayan?
Actually, August 2022, kaplano na ako mag-apply og asylum.
Okay?
Normally na kami flight ato to Belgium, mag-apply kog asylum. But for some reason, I think nabawaan nila to Turkish Airlines. And then, I don't know for some reason why they could see this, But, Anyway, of course, they attached the paper of warrant of arrest, no? And that they accused me that I kidnapped my children, my own children. By the way, in the Philippine law, sa katulang mga tao nga wala na kahibalo fully sa atong Philippine law under the article, I forgot the article number, I will mention that later in my book, that if you're a single mother, never married, not legally married, you have the sole parental authority and custody to your minor children.
Ikaw ang may karapatan sa mga anak mo.
Bilang ina, if you're a single mom, if you're not legally married, yes. Kasi minor, nasa ina talaga ang minor. Even nga kahit yung mag-asawa na nga di ba? Sa ina naman talaga yan, no? Pero ang inaano ko lang talaga, bakit ba hindi naisip nila o inisip ni Francis na giharas ko nila kaayo, pero ang mga bata sad kikuyog man ni kami upat magtago me, we have to hire, I have to move apartment from one apartment to another apartment with my 4 children. We have to leave midnight. If you watch the movie Not Without My Daughter, similar ang pangitabo sa moa kana nga movie.
Yeah. So I think kaya nila ginagawa to sa'yo dahil maaring marami kang alam through that iPad, right?
The information in the iPad.
Yeah. The information in the iPad. Kaya gusto kang i-abduct kasama yung mga bata. Do you think kaya gusto ka nilang i-abduct para gurgurin ka or what? Dahil marami kang alam?
Yes. You know, okay, I'll come to that. August 2022, they came, mga last third week of August. Francie, mga lawyers muna, police, okay, the police are just doing their job, okay, the Turkish police.
That's for
they're
sure.
just doing their job. They were just implementing because there is the influence.
The government fixing them.
Yes. So, ang giingon mo na to, I kidnap my children, and that na ako'y warrant of arrest. I'm a criminal. Yes, that's a fabricated crime. So, in a way, ang police, endanger ang mga bata kay their mother is a criminal, you know?
Yeah.
Mo na ang naasa sa isip sa mga police at the time.
Yeah.
So, but I fought with it. They did not expect na may fight ko. Ang akong mga anak, ilapag ko kong gilure. And you know what? Allegedly, the car of the embassy was there outside of the police station. Okay?
The official
car of the embassy na nasa gawas ready to take the children. Now, kanang ni-fight man ko, ako mga anak ni resist man sad pod, no? But okay, what are the strength of my children? Okay? So, gi-force me o kanang hiwalay ba? Tagalog, i-force yun ang gilure ko nila first. They have to move me to another station ko, no? But my children were left alone
sa kabilang police
kabilang police station.
Yung video na, yung audio na pinarinig ko sa kanila. But anyway, i-play natin yan.
Yeah, later, yes. Pero it was very heartbreaking to my children, of course, psychologically too, emotionally and mentally. And But then, ni-fight ko, they took my little boys, why kinato sila sa dormitory. My kids finally were put in a dormitory.
Two boys.
All of them, the
All of
three.
them, okay.
Yeah. Only my daughter resist. Akong anak, palaban din ang akong anak na babae. Yeah. All three of them, naa sila sa dormitory. Of course, kahilak. Wala ako. Kahilak ko kaya sa man ilang lang kilos, ilang sanina, toiletries, etc. etc. And then si Francis, on the way na siya to Istanbul to pick up the kids as well together.
Okay.
Galing lang. Ning niabot siya, gilure nilang akong two boys nga ang mga staff po, ang iyang lawyer in fact ni Francis diha sa Istanbul before, giingnan niya nga, you will meet your mom after, you will meet, first thing sila nga, which one would you prefer, to sleep here at the dormitory, which is not, or sa hotel with your dad, pero you will meet your mom after. Mao na ilang gisulti sa akong two little boys. They stop from speaking in behalf of her brothers. Nasuko kay don't believe them, they're luring you. Mo na ang statement is very very strong ang iyang stance po because she understand already. Kabalo na she was 11 at the time na.
Yeah.
So kabalo na kaayo akong mga anak. Of course, together kami, all of us saw this information from the iPad. Kaya na-shock ko, how come you did not know that this was, nautanam ako sa akong mga anak, what, hindi ninyo nabawaan nga, this was still the account of your father, ingan na. So, syempre, kami ba together, so mabawaan ko sa akong mga, they know everything. Pero,
Ayan yung inabdak na yung mga bata.
Refused man to go
Si Sheena yung umiiyak.
I could not do anything about it. My process is to do this submission. Is it process or the illegal? It's awesome, but it's good. You wait for me.
It's not we're gonna be separated from mom. We can't see mom. Mom, what do you mean?
Tell me, how much the government can protect my children than I do? Anak, where are you, anak? Are you in the police? Are you still there?
It was supposed to give the phone. After dormitory, you can talk with them. Can take phone.
Okay. So now you keep the phone. My children are crying. What do you do? What are you doing? Save your batteries so that I'm gonna call you from time to time.
Please say that they call and keep your call. It's important now, okay? Keep your call. I cannot.
Hi, baby. Could you come? What did you say? Can I get the children tomorrow? Can we go?
Actually, you give it
Yes, Linda. Okay. Wait.
Hindi lang sa mama.
Sweetheart, could you calm down for a while?
Where are you?
I'm in the other police station. Baby, I know. Please calm down, sweetheart.
We have to
I'm gonna give the statement. I'll call you back, sweetie, baby. Don't be strong, sweetheart. You're the mother now. No. I'm gonna tell you. Wait, anak, wait. Stop crying, sweetheart. Wait, the baby. You're fine. Don't worry. Mommy will fight. Don't worry. Can you speak to Kuya Sean, baby? You wait, anak. You wait there. I'll call the police to off the phone. You have to hide the phone. Mark, look, Maya. Hide the phone. Don't. She can call you. Wait, anak, wait. I'm sorry. I'll call you back, anak. I'll call you. I'll call you. I'll call you. I will do something. Don't worry. I'll do something. Don't worry.
And then after a month, finally,
Yeah, yan po yung ikukwento naman niya dyan. Ito yung kagagawa ni Liza Tanas.
Francis has no choice but to sign a paper kay Kuluhay, i-favor man siya kay I'm a criminal ba yan?
Yeah.
Abi sa Turkish government nga I'm a criminal and that I'm accused kidnap na ko akong mga anak.
Yeah.
But then kanang Francis has to sign nga siya sa ako kay mo refuse mag-usisa siya. She would rather stay in the dormitory kaysa mo ato siya ni Francis. Yeah. Okay. Karon so na-release siya after a month from that. I was issued that I'm not guilty of kidnapping my own little children. Of course, it's obvious in the law also sa Turkey. I have the sole parental custody and authority of my minor children. Karon, ilan ang gitago maayo akong little boys. We never saw them for 5 to 6 months. No, in Turkey, we live in the same city, but they managed to hide them, which I don't have any clue. I asked already, I exert my efforts, please help me find my little boys, but they could not find my children. Yeah, ako at that time, I could not go out because I was so afraid what that gusto niya mahitabo sa akong mga anak. I don't know where they are, if magawas na ko, no? Ganahan jud kay ko magawas. But in fact, I contacted also some big NGOs in Turkey, and I shared my story that I need their help, you know. I presented also my case, all the evidences I got. And I contacted also some personalities in the Philippines. Nga, please tabangi ko kay kanaang I'm a woman, I'm a mother, kanaang ako sa abroad and I can't do anything. I am so afraid, okay? In fact, ako nahadlok sa pugos, ako ang lawyer. Get threatened sa for sure. Di magani ko mo share sa akong lawyer asa ang location? Never. Never. Di ko na siya makahibalo. Kahibalo ko, the first person nga akong na-contact with, ako lawyer, and ilan ang first person, ilahang duulod, unsa may asaman sa siya na, unsa may plano, unsa ni gana. But anyhow, nga naman ko na ang game, no? I mean, we are not naive in that, no? Kabalutaan ng tanan. So, anyway, katong mag-renew na ko sa among residency in September 2022, wala nila ko i-refuse nila to renew our residency. Okay? And ko, tungod siguro ni gilaban gyapon na nako. Kaya pa may fight support sa Turkey. I-fight yun na nako. And ko, no, I will apply for humanitarian visa.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nya kanang, but, katong niadto na ko sa immigration to apply for humanitarian visa. They put me in prison. I don't know if this is coincidence. They put me in prison because the next day it's the hearing in Istanbul.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't manage to show up at the court hearing because they put me in prison. I was in jail. And at the time, because I know my ex very well, kung sa mamatay na ko sa prison, sa jail. So what I did, or they could plant on my purse because you have to surrender your personal belongings, your phones, etc. So I have to record the content of my bag, what's in it before I went to the jail. I-record na ko that these are the content of my bag, it's free of drugs, free of etc. In case lang na mag-plant sila pa.
Yeah.
Because I could only think worse because nahitabo, yes. So, afterwards, so the next day, after sa hearing, of course, i-release ko nila. No? After sa hearing, i-release ko nila, and we filed an appeal of the decision nga ipa-deport ko no ko.
Deport ka. Anong ban yun?
That was September 2022. October
Pero during that time, yung mga bata, wala sa'yo.
Ang dalawa, oo, they hide it very well.
Sino-sino yung mga nag-abduct, do you know? Sino-sino yung mga nag-abduct sa kanila?
Allegedly,
Where nila,
yeah.
yung mga bata na, di ba, sabi mo nga kanina, gusto yun lang yung mga bata, kung gusto nila sa dormitory or sa father nila, then later on, darating ka naman doon sa lugar na yon. Sino-sino yung mga yon?
the workers in the embassy.
Philippine Embassy,
Yeah, I was there. I saw them. They saw me too. In fact, they had a fight with my friend because they tried to picture or take a video of her because it's not allowed that you cannot take a picture or video of the person without asking permission.
Sure.
Yeah, she confronted him.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah, he's bald, no? Anong kalbo ba? Upaw. And I looked him up. He works for the embassy.
So, aside from that video and text messages, ano pa yung mga nakita mo dun sa iPad na sa tingin mo, grabe yung ginamit? Tinake advantage o inabuso ng mga Marcos, like Liza Marcos, yung ating, o yung sa atin, legal system sa Pilipinas para, magipit ka nila, maharas ka, ma-abduct yung mga anak mo.
It's very, very sad. Yeah. You cannot rely on your government to help you, to protect you. Yeah. You as a ordinary citizen that kaya ra di ay nila mabend ang law. Well, in fact, I'm not surprised. Francis always say nga you can always bend the law. Pero ako believer man gud ko, good faith. Believer man gud ko og kanang sa niyoy agyapoy good. But maybe I'm too naive to believe that, but they could just say to the immigration, look this up. Even they look up my passports, my travel history. They look them up. It's not their right to do that, And it was written sa notepad, diba? Ang office na may notepad here na pagani footnote nga integrity. There was an integrity, and I look it up. It's the Department of Immigration. Yeah.
So, lahat, so naniniwala ka na based on those messages na nakita mo sa iPad na si Liza Marcos ay part talaga nitong pag-fabricate ng crime laban sa'yo na ginawa ni Francis, talagang nakakalungkot na yung Philippine government walang maitulong sa people like you. At sa halip, nakipagsabuatan pa.
Well, the goal is clear, really to have me back to Philippines, either being killed or put in prison with a crime that you never committed. Yeah, it's like a form of, it's a style, not just a revenge, but also to keep you silent, intimidate you to not to talk in public. The thing is, I'm so tired and sick of this. They hurt my children. My lawyer, I remember my lawyer kept asking me, Sheena, where did you get strength? And I said, do not ever underestimate the strength of a mother. Yeah. Ang iring nga, di ba? Yung hilaptan ni mong mga kuting. Ang iring, di ba? Ang brason ganin ni ka, anak, hilaptan ni mo.
Oo.
Kita ko ba human being, no? Ako lang good. Nga nung wala ko mahadlok because, you know why? I really thought in Istanbul nga mamatay na ko. I prepared all my will. I-prepare na ako po ang protection in case nga I won't make it on time nga maka-ask ko protection nga mamatay na ko. I want the world to know and my children to know as well the truth, and that also nahita po na ako, and I submitted it to all my friends all over the world sa ako ang kaso. At that time po dili pa ko ato convinced nga mag-file for protection because I was hoping ba nga mo-atras gani sila ba nga okay, tigil na sila ba, okay, we leave you in peace, Sheena. Mo siya akong gihangyo ato ni Francis. I warned him, please don't do this, because I don't have any choice. I might, apply for, when you apply protection, you have to be all out, huh?
Yeah.
You have to be all out. You have to say everything, huh? Yeah, because these are your attachments to prove, to defend your rights, yeah? And I remember, itong napriso ko, na nakagawas ko, ana jud ko, i-fight jud din ako. Because, dili kay, pwede ra ni nila buhat-buhaton sa tao nga, walang power. Role, by the way, sa ato ang government officials sa working in the government is to protect the sovereign people. Diba? Pero sa may naitabo, okay, I can imagine dili lang ako mo'y biktima. I can imagine dili lang ako ang biktima. Why am I fighting this? To give the voice to people who has no courage or who are so afraid to give their voice, no?
Yeah.
Kung anong wala ko mahadlok because I'm not afraid of death. Yeah. When you say that, okay, well, kung talagang inaon ko nila nga, patyon ako nila, so what can I do no, if that is really your fate?
Yeah.
I always tell my kids, especially my son, kay ganahan siya maging presidente one day. But okay, as a child, you can dream that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But I remember, idol man na niya si Jose Rizal. Yeah. Ako siya kaya, darling, there's nothing like a hero. Mga ana-ana dyan ko niya. And then, mag-analyze ko, haloy, kaning nahitabo na ako ba, fight ko. In a way, it's a risk of my life too.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. But, is it worth it?
So ngayon, na-in-out mo na right now sa ating mga kababayan na itong ginawa sa'yo ng iyong former or ex-partner ay influenced by Liza Marcos. Ano yung message mo sa government at kay Liza Marcos na bakit siya nakialam dito sa usaping
Private.
private?
In fact, I'm a victim of domestic violence. But okay, when speaking about domestic violence, it's not just like bugbog ka sa bahay or mukha kang nang talagang kawawa or what. But it's more than that. It's also psychological. Yes. They were hoping by doing that to me, I would go crazy. Sinabi ko yan sa ex ko na, you know what? Sorry to disappoint you, but you failed. To ruin my psychological health, to ruin my mental health, because it only makes me stronger. Because I have to fight the rights of my children. Ang akong mga anak, gaasam jud na ko ani. I know this is their wish, and if my children would tell me, "Mommy, don't fight," but as a woman and as a human being, I would fight.
So, anong gusto mo sabihin kay Liza na nakialam siya dito sa usapin ninyong mag-partner?
Honestly, in 2022, around March, I've been wanting to message her as a human being, woman to woman and mother to mother. I was just only stopped because sabi ng lawyer ko, they might turn it around daw. Kasi for me ba, kasi I'm so tired of this and I don't have the energy. Just wanna live peace, normal, kasi wala transactions sa government, no? But then, I want to talk to her woman to woman and mother to mother that reflect this, nga the effects of these actions have cost lives, the future of the children, their psychological health. Sa ato kitang ordinary people, ibig sabihin ba, dili ta maka-assure nga safe ta sa atong country?
Yeah.
Kasi pwede ra di ay ta himuon og crime para mapriso ka and then patyon ka.
Yeah.
Maulang jud ni ang ako ang kuan ba nga, sana ang mga lingkod diha ba sa government do your right, no, do your job, your rights, duty to that what you have promised or
Your mandate.
yeah, you took to serve for the sovereign people. Maura jud ni ang akong kuan. And please stop this now, okay? Murag, and then after December 22, we have to move houses. Yeah, have to rent 2 houses. One house is declared as official address to the government because
Yeah.
sanay na manipulate naman nila ang system po. Allegedly they know my address, so can you imagine they sent 20 police in my home at the time.
Yeah.
20 police is recorded sad na because there was a camera in the apartment.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they went there to get me. Yeah, sometimes what if they are not real police, nagpulis-pulisan lang.
Yeah.
Uniform. Nag-uniform. I mean, this is so crazy. And then, so, luckily, naami ato sa pikas na balay. And then, after, ito pa, nahitabo, by the way, so they hide my kids, no? My little boys. Doon ay hearing January 6. Nag-hearing January 6 to for the kids custody. But okay, normally ang Turkey it's out of their jurisdiction, but okay, let's respect the system. Finally, ang judge decide because there was a travel ban sa mga bata para dili sila magawas from Turkey, because if they're out of Turkey then it's difficult for me to bring them back or to retrieve them. So, na-travel ban, and then gilift sa judge ang travel ban. And I have not seen my kids before the hearing because he forbid me to see my little boys. Siyempre, they were asking the boys, etc. Gusto ko ng mga bata mo ato Pilipinas, but the fact is that's not the case. But finally, the judge said that ang temporary custody the little boys kay Francis, but lift ang travel ban. For me, naapa ko'y fight ato, I could appeal the decision, but the moment nga gilift nila ang travel ban, tanawal akong dili pa na planado, it was 5 in the afternoon na sa Istanbul at that time. Wala na ba yung office? So, saan ako pag-appeal sa decision? Friday afternoon, wala na yung office town, 5 in the afternoon. And the next day, Saturday, wala na. Fly ng mga bata.
So, nag-fly na. Anong date yun?
That's January 7, I think, nga ilang gi-fly ang akong mga anak.
January 7. After
January 7.
travel ban. Nilipat na nila yung mga bata. So, anong year to? 2023
na, January. And
January, okay.
the mere fact, the passports of my children are with me. Original. The original passports of my little boys are with me.
So meaning,
how they managed to get the document, how they managed to do this and that, wherein,
so bago pa sila pumunta sa Istanbul, meron ng passports.
In fact, nana sa
Bata na ginagawa nila.
In fact, nana sa notes ni Francis.
Nabasa mo? Doon sa iPad? Ano sabi?
Nga kanang bring in case of emergency ba to? O in case of something like that, emergency, bring the passports of the kids.
Sino sinasabihan niya?
Sa iyang notes.
Notes.
Notes niya.
Okay.
Sa iyang diary, kumbaga. So, and ko ana, so naglumanay ko, I thought I felt really hopeless pero akong daughter, grabe kayo. Mommy, we have to find a very, very good lawyer. I have to change also a couple of times lawyer. Kaya kanang they try to, yeah, you know how it is, yeah, maybe threaten or offer o kanaang kwarta, but okay, allegedly, but when I sensed that, I end the contract and then find another lawyer again. Usahay pa gani, I was like, kinsa naman lang ako matrust ni, oy, I could not be a lawyer to myself because I'm not a lawyer, but okay, as a person, I could defend myself. But it would be nice na a legal person that could advise me this and that. But, yeah, but anyhow, so that was the reason nga kanang ni-fly me og Belgium to apply an asylum.
Kailan ka nag-fly ng Belgium?
11 na ng, January 11? Yes, January 11. January 11, 2023, yes.
So meaning, nung in-abduct na nila, naging successful sila sa, na-extract nila yung mga bata.
Yeah.
That was what? January?
January 7, 2023.
January 7.
Yeah.
So noong January 11, nag-fly ka na.
Oo, nang apply ng asylum kasi inasundan na naman kanila, nalaman na nila yung aming, I call it safe house. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nalaman nila, kisundan na naman kami, gi-record sa puto. So we have to leave again midnight, you know. Kanang asa na lang ako mag-ask help sa mga drivers. Ako Kayla, please, can I stay in your home? Kanang yes, pero I could not stay longer because I don't want also to endanger the people, you know. So nag-decide na ko kung wala na siya choice. Ni-attempt ko og-apply protection sa Turkey, yeah, but kanang galing lang, grabe ang influx of applicants in Turkey, because nag-Belgium kay our case is very urgent yun. Kaya ako next ani ako na jud ani kay nakuha na nila ako ang mga anak. Wala na ko kanang choice but to do that. But I warned Francis December 2022 and I sent him the copy of the video, yes, katong video ni Liza, to warn him, please don't do this because you know when tell everything, all the truth, all the evidences you have. So I gave the iPad.
So you give them to them?
Yeah. And then to show the proof that these are true, and then these are concrete evidences.
So ano pa yung mga nakalagay doon sa iPad? Aside from that, yung plan sa'yo, sa mga anak mo, meron ka bang pwedeng i-share na sa tingin mo na makakatulong na malaman ng mga Pilipino?
Sa next kuan na lang siguro nato, sa next vlog na lang natin siguro or sa akong book, maghimo sa pugog book, write down na ko tanan even to my dreams. And by the way, in meeting you, before I have known or I didn't know Bojack TV or whatever, you know, I dream about it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. I remember in 23 November, was it? November or January?
November 2023.
Yeah, November 2023, nag-vlog man ka, no? About the military, was that the extraction?
ISAF.
The ISAF and the video, the audio. December towards, it's in the mid-December towards Christmas na ganito. Hindi pa, dili. Kay birthday to sa akong anak, December 12. Yeah. Akong amiga, gisendan ko niya nga kanang, Shina, na-expose naman mo. Nakulbaan ko, unsa expose in taon, uy. Unsa may expose in taon, uy. Na-expose naman mo, tanawa, gisendan ko niya, okay. And ko, it's about you. So, hala, no? You know, I remember we're having a dinner. Nag-dinner mi sa akong mga anak. Nag-hilaptod ko. Kay, na-reminded ko again, you know, nag-shake na sad ko. Kay, you know, kaning traumatic ba itong experience na mo, no? So, di lang yun ako ma-express ang detail here kay kanang isod kayo i-detail pa madugay ang atong interview. But anyway, mga time ako mga anak po, all three of us were watching your video. they know? How come they know? Yung saan na nila pagkasabot? And then so, I was, nahatagan ko og hope nga all the while dili lang di ay ako ang nakabalo sa ako ang case, nasa di ay laing tao nakahilo.
Yeah.
So, mas natagaan ko og strength ba laoy kanang naibawaan na jud sa mga tao di ay wala lang jud.
Yeah.
Ako wala lang ko strength nga mo pagawa sa ato nga time ba kay ang akong duha ka anak, little boys, naa sa Pilipinas, and okay ba, I don't know, I don't wanna think about any thing bad will happen to them, but me as speaking in public, informing people that diri sa Belgium nag-file na sad ko ana o complaint sa authorities nga femicide attempt sa ako kung may tabo na ako, kung patyon ko nila even in a form of accident, by all means investigate kay kani ilan ning ginaplano tanan. Yeah, of course. So pati ako mga anak ko, ako po nang gi-appeal.
By the way, hanggang ngayon ba may communication ka pa sa kanya?
So, I don't have a communication with Francis ever since, pero ang namin communication sa mga bata through the nannies. At the beginning man good, no, when we got in Belgium, I never told anybody yun nga naabot namin sa Belgium, nag-apply may og asylum. Nobody knows. Even my lawyer didn't know.
Okay.
Because I could not trust anybody at that moment. Kay pwede man sila mo kisa may na-contact ni Sheena kasi kapalo sila asa sa Sheena, etc. Pero actually, naibawan naman nila nga na amin sa Belgium ahead of time. Bisag nag-apply pa kog asylum, pero sige lang dyan ko deny.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Nga wala mi sa Europe. Ana-ana na po wala mi sa Europe. No? Even sa Turkey, akong mga kaila sa Turkey, wala po sila kabalungan namin sa Europe. All they know nga kanaang maybe sa Morocco, namin sa Morocco, yes?
Yeah.
Pero sila, ang gi-record sa puto na ko, namang puto ilang gisugo nga tao nga mag-apply na kuno sila og Schengen visa. And ko shocks na bawaan jud nila nga nako dire. Muna yung ko niya at that time ba wala pa to amo ang results sa protection. Ako baan jud ko maayos tanan. And luckily in God's willing na release amo ang protection after 4 months. Yes.
4 months.
Yeah, after 4 months we had May we have our protection. But all the while ato nga time sila pagkabuhat na sad sila unsa pa ilahang buhaton nako sa Belgium. Nag-allege ko sila allegedly nga naa ko no ko sa Belgium, but in fact kabalo na sila. Labi sa contact sa mga airlines. Yeah, so kanang so ibawaan matrace nila uy kung asa ka padunga. So so mga September I remember March 2024 September 2023 gi-interview na sad mi kay nag-claim na sa si Francis nga gikidnap kuno nako akong mga anak diri sa Belgium ga kuan siya nga allegedly kuno nga naa ko diri and also sa warrant of arrest. I would like to point out that I don't blame people who are involved in my case, especially for the nannies, for my friends that never helped me because they are afraid, my family as well that were always afraid. Yeah, I have no communication at all. My father have blocked me already. And to the people, especially the military, I've heard, yes, that we're asked to do these things because they just follow an order. I don't blame them, but I would ask your help if it would be nice to further protect us, to come forward. Yeah, that these are truth and that this happened really during these operations, the extraction back in Turkey. And the people who have constantly give me prayers to people, the help that they can only give me prayer is very powerful, by the way, because after all this journey, I don't have any power in the government or influence or money to spend for all these things, but but their prayers is very powerful. And for me, it was my weapon to survive.
Yeah.
The strong faith, believing in truth, believing in justice. I know there are still people, a lot of people that believes in this. Only they're afraid. Now that we are all out, we are in this together. We fight for justice. We fight to help vulnerable people. I know you are not even probably aware that the hurt a vulnerable mother of 4 minor children, a woman who constantly holds on to life, but believing on the strength that the truth is the true strength. Yes, and the true power. So, and also to the government of Belgium that believes in my story, that have seen the evidences I presented, rights, believing in truth, believing to protect my children as well, and as a woman, thank you very much.
So, in addition, you feel safe here in Belgium so far?
Well, they always ask me this in Belgium, the people I met, I encountered. In fact, literally, legally, I feel safe. But I already filed my complaint. I informed the authorities that I have the fear of femicide. Yeah, that if something bad happened to me, even in the form of accident, I get killed, etc., please investigate. And these are the people who are wanting. These are I mentioned the people that want this to happen, that would want to kill me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and also for my children, to protect my children. Of course, I don't have bodyguards here. I don't have, in Belgium, people here we live safe normally. Yes. And of course, yeah.
So, balikan ko lang yung mga bata, no? Ang two boys mo sa Pilipinas. When was the last time na nakausap mo sila?
Yeah. 5-6 months ago. Yeah. Normally we had a communication with the nanny. I know that the nannies were just doing their job.